happen to believe that the Constitution does not empower the federal government to overrule state laws without restraint.
That's Governor Rick Perry of Texas backing a resolution affirming the sovereignty of the state of Texas under the 10th Amendment. Governor Perry, welcome to the Savage Nation. Thank you for being with us.
Honor to be with you, Michael. Thank you very much.
Well, this is amazing, coming on the same day that we learn that the Homeland Security Department is warning of right-wing radicals who believe in borders, language, and culture. But I'd like to stick to your position, Governor, because we have a glimmer of hope when there's a governor like you who is saying to the federal government, what exactly are you saying?
Well, the message is clear from Texas. We believe in the 10th Amendment. We think that the federal government is overstepping their bounds substantially with the stimulus program in particular. I don't think there's been a greater grab for power using this economic crisis as their vehicle to try to penetrate into the states, force states to change the way that they do business. For instance, they were using $555 million of unemployment insurance to blackmail Texas into expanding their program, into changing laws, I might add, that we had debated a number of times in previous legislatures, and our citizen legislature decided those were not the expansions that they wanted to see. But this government, this administration, trying to force the state of Texas to expand their government without a vote of the legislature by mandate on high from Washington, D.C. And my position was it's time for someone to take a principled stand against Washington and say, no, we are not going to do that. We're not going to kowtow. And by the way, the 10th Amendment means something to us in Texas. We believe in it. We're going to stand up for it. And I think tomorrow at tea parties all across the country, there's 64 at least by last count in Texas, you're going to see a huge turnout of Americans who had it up to their neck with this administration trying to force expanded government upon them.
Well, you said that they offered extended unemployment insurance from the feds, and then they wanted you to expand the unemployment insurance program? Is that what they were demanding?
Yeah, what they were doing is sending the money to the state into our unemployment insurance account. And in return for that, they had strings attached. They said, oh, by the way, if you take this money, here are the things that you have to do. You have to expand your program. You have to make more people eligible. And the federal government's been doing this for years. And the point is, I think Americans are sick and tired of this. They're tired of seeing their futures mortgaged by this administration and spending the dollars, harem scarum, with no real plan, with no idea about how this is going to end up, except one thing. We know it's going to have a price tag, and our children's future is being mortgaged by this administration.
I agree with you. Now, you are going to back the resolution tomorrow in the legislature. When will this happen?
Well, the legislature is taking it up as we speak. Brandon Creighton is carrying it over in the House, and Brandon's a great young man from the Woodlands just north of Houston, Texas, who's carrying that piece of legislation. It's a concurrent resolution, one that will memorialize Congress, if you will, that the 10th Amendment is important. This country was created by the states deciding that they were going to have the federal government as our agent, not the other way around.
Now, you say that the 10th Amendment is what you're going to use to assert the sovereignty of Texas. Governor Perry, could you explain what the 10th Amendment states?
Well, the 10th Amendment says that the powers that are given to the federal government are limited, and if it does not clearly state and give the federal government those rights, then they are prescribed and held by the states themselves and the people. Clearly and simply put, is that
I think we lost the governor. Well, I think we lost something here on the Savage Nation. I may have lost the transmission of the show for all I know. Beowulf, am I live, or have I lost? Oh, Governor, are you still with us?
Michael, I don't have any idea what happened to our phone system here, but we were talking about the 10th Amendment.